Hey everybody, so glad you're able to join me here again. I've got your market update as we're looking at things as our market continues to move and we're heading into December. And so we're going to take a quick peek at everything here in November. I'm a little bit more casually dressed here today. We're about to head off to Caroline, Alberta for hockey tournament with my son's hockey team, which I coach. Well, let's go St. Albert Grizzlies. And so we're going to head off and do that here in a little bit. But before we do that, I want to give you a sneak peek into how things have been going this past month and even a little bit of an insight. So I have the great honor and pleasure of going to the RRI Richard Robbins conference in Toronto and meeting with over 1,000 realtors, just amazing people from across Canada, high producing, really high quality agents that love their job, love their clients, and perform at a really high level. Somehow I snuck up on stage, I guess. They allowed me the opportunity to share with them one of the sessions. We shared with them all about your business, your life, but also about taking the opportunity to enjoy the things that you have and truly being who you are. Because that true strength, your true value and worth comes in who you are. It comes from here, not from outside and how everything looks. So it's removing that ego, working from the heart and serving people and doing great things. A huge thank you to Rich and Sue and Jamie and to my coach Mark and to everybody that allowed me the opportunity to go there, and my amazing group that was there to support and let me wear your jackets as I did my little presentation. A very cool experience to be there presenting with all those agents from across Canada and the US. It was a huge, humbling honor to have that. So came back quickly, flew home from Toronto, got sick for about a week, and back at everything now. So just catching up on everything. That was my life, how it went over there. Just some fun, exciting times that got to enjoy. And then coming back and real estate still, it continues to move. You know, this Edmonton market, it is resilient. We're just this steady and stable, a little train that could, and it continues to move in a positive direction. Typically when we get into this time of year, we're going to start to see our temperatures drop. We've got snow, we've got frost, we've got all of the winter things, which means you can get out and get ready to do your skiing, and you can get out and do your hockey, and you can get out on the ice and have all the fun outside. But our markets usually follow along with the weather. When the weather cools, people decide, I'm going to hold off putting my house on the market. I'm going to wait for a little bit. And then lots of times they wait till the spring. So we see a little bit of that happening here as we're heading in. Again, we're looking at last month's notes here, but as we head into this Christmas season, we'll probably see more of that. Our prices will likely stay around stable. And then next year, our anticipation is we're going to see another strong market. The Calgary markets have moved dramatically. We lag behind Calgary, but we also don't see the huge spikes and the huge valleys that they see either. We're likely going to see some increases where maybe that gap between Edmonton and Calgary starts to tighten a little bit as people are moving here again. Across Canada, people are finding their way to Alberta for that higher quality of life because we've got lower taxes, we've got higher incomes, we've got lower property values, and all those things should give you that gap that gives you that quality of life that everybody wants, and you get to live in a beautiful place. Let's take a quick peek at some numbers for you to give you some insights on how things have been coming along. Our average single family home price point came up to $553,000. This is basically the same as the previous month, but as we look the year previous, we're up 13.6%. That's 1 year's jump, up 13.6%. Our semi-detached, those are going to be our half duplex style properties attached on one side. Those are at $407,000, down just slightly from the month before, around 1%. And then year over year, that is still up 5.6% for those semis. And those, again, for a semi at $407,000, that's good value. What we've seen here is our townhouses. When we're looking at those are our stacked homes that are going to be together. And those are seeing an average price now of $308,000, which is month over month up almost 5% at 4.9%. And year over year, you're up 19%. Those townhouses have produced really great results, and investors are picking these up and picking them up as great rentals because you can cash flow these really well. Finally, our apartment style condos. We're sitting at a price point of $191,000, which is down 4% month over month. And that one is down 6% year over year. So those apartment style condos continue to see some struggles and challenges as we move forward. And then as we look at things with our days on market, our days on market are sitting at 38. Last year is about 43. It's still going to take over a month. And then that doesn't take into account all the properties that don't sell or are relisted. So you're probably looking at adding a couple weeks onto that. So you're still looking in less than 2 months to get a property sold, a month and a half. With our inventory, when we look at our inventory, we have 5,125. Again, last month, that's how much inventory we had. And we had sales of 2,489, which we take those numbers, we divide them. That tells us our months of inventory, how long it's going to take to gobble up all our current inventory. And that's giving us months of inventory of 2.05. So just over 2 months of inventory, which places us in the seller's market and still means things are going to be competitive. We're still seeing multiple offers. We're seeing lots of showings. Even if this market does trail off here as it goes to sleep and gets ready for Christmas, we'll see some activity really pick up, I believe, in the new year. Now, I want to take a focus and look at St. Albert, our neighborhood that we live here specifically, and just see how things are here. St. Albert, when we're looking at our single-family detached homes, a few things that we're going to look at. First, we're going to look at the days on market. Our days on market for St. Albert, we're at 31. So 31 days on market, a little bit better than the city of Edmonton. And last month was 41, and then the year prior was 36. Still some good activity. We've seen a good amount of sales, so 73 sales the month previous. That's up from 66 the month before that, and then 52 the year before that. Sales are increasing. And then our active properties, current active as of today, would be 104 active properties. We've got 9 that are pending. That gives us, when we take those numbers, that gives us months of inventory of 1.59, less than 2 months of inventory. Clearly a seller's market for single-family detached homes in St. Albert. As we saw the month previous, this did climb up a bit because the month previous we were at just over 1. So still very much a seller's market in St. Albert. And our average price point single-family detached home is going to be $561,000 for that average single-family home, which is down slightly the month before, which was $581, but up from year over year, where last year it was at $514,000. So we're seeing the increases here as well. And then the high sale in St. Albert was $1.53 million listing in Kingswood. And then the low was, again, lower end properties that were in Mission, $285,000 there. So you're seeing a bit of the scope here. You're seeing St. Albert still performing well. You're seeing the city of Edmonton performing well. And I believe that we're going to continue to see this. As we head into these months here, some things to keep in mind is getting your place ready for the new year. Obviously, now is the time you're going to be taking things down, preparing for Christmas. But if you're thinking of selling, think of, okay, well, what can I do right now as I'm already taking things down or I'm moving things, or maybe when you're taking down your Christmas tree and all that stuff in January, maybe that's the time for you to start thinking, okay, what should I remove? Or maybe I should have somebody come by and just give me some insight. So that's absolutely something that we can do and help you out, because we want to make sure you're making wise decisions and not overspending, not doing things to your listing you think to get it ready, but it's not really doing anything. So if you need any help, any advice with any of that stuff, of course, I'm happy to help you. Or you've got questions. Maybe you saw the neighbor's house down the street sell and you're wondering, what the heck did that house sell for? Just reach out to me. I'd be happy to serve you, give you information to help make wise decisions. And at the end of the day, I hope you have a wonderful December. I hope life is going great for you, that you're enjoying these times and moments that you get with your family and friends and pets and all of that good stuff like my family and I are doing, and traveling out to tournaments or ringette or hockey or gymnastics or dance or whatever it is. Just enjoy life. It goes so fast. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful December. We'll talk to you all soon, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.